Hi Taurus, welcome into your reading. Let's see what's going on here for you guys. Sorry, I just like to read sometimes what drops out because they're like additional messages. Five of Swords, that was Temperance, and Six of Cups. Something regarding your past where you have to cut your losses in order to find your inner peace and to find your, temper yourself. All right. That's that. Let's continue. What's the situation for second week of June, please, for Taurus? Do it like this. All right. You're mixed. What's the situation for Taurus, please? Oh, Taurus, really? Are we back to this again? The Two of Swords, you're torn. You don't know what choice to make. Struggling. You're definitely trying to find your inner peace, your inner balance. You're trying to find how to temper yourself. And that's a good thing because this will help you make those choices and decisions that you need to make. Now, let's continue and see what's going on here. What's coming towards my Taurus, please? Usually I'd pull another card, but that's self-evident. So when we clarify this, we'll see what they're trying to say. I mean, I already have an idea. This looks like it's lending itself from last week's reading. And here's the other thing that's coming in towards you is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about a lot of things. As a card individually by itself, it talks about celebrating good news, reconciliation, networking, going out to a party, ching, glasses together, you're bar hopping, you're single looking, but a lot of times it's reconciliation or some kind of good news. Now, guess what I see at the bottom of the deck? The Nine of Swords. That's stress. That's anxiety. That's sleepless nights. This bothers you because it's adding more to your plate. So whatever this good news is, you're adding more. It's good, but it's more. This is what I'm suspecting. We'll clarify in a minute and I'll get more details because right now I'm only getting one card here and one card there. What is the surprise for Taurus, please? What's with the single cards? The Hierophant. Somebody here is seeking commitment, marriage, tradition, whether that's you or them. Cards are energy, so this could either be you or them. But look at the bottom of the deck. We have somebody fighting it off, resisting it, saying, stay back, please. I don't know if I could do a commitment. I don't know if I could do a marriage. I don't know if I want to commit to this, whether it's a job, relationship, or whatnot. So you are resisting it. You are wanted, Taurus. Everyone wants you. You don't know what you want, so you're fighting everyone off. And here's all your naysayers. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you should do this instead. Or you should do that. You're like, shut the fuck up. And you're trying to bat everyone off with a stick. I don't mean to laugh, but it's kind of funny. The way you are, it impresses me. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I love your style. But you have overwhelmed yourself with shit. It's not shit. It's good stuff. But it's just like, it's kind of like, how'd you get here? And if you think about it, it's really because of you. It's your personality. It's your how genuine you are and, your authenticity. It's attracting people. What is the advice here for Taurus, please? Not a lot of people live in their truth, Taurus. They just don't. They don't live in their authenticity. And, you know, it's admirable when you do. It's respectful when you do. And these are things that people wish they could be on a deeper level. You aren't really just that. There's no faking it for you. This is just really who you are. You're getting a lot of major arcanas now. Wow. 1, 2, and 3. Taurus, Virgo, Cancer. See, in your advice position, you're doing it, not doing it. You're doing it, you're not doing it. So imagine you had this Jeep or this truck. Let's say you have a truck, right? You have a truck, you're driving this truck. You stepped off the truck. The keys are in the ignition. You left the keys in the ignition of your truck, and you're outside the truck. The truck is the vehicle that brings you through your life path, your journey, whatever. You, however, are the driver. Why are you outside your truck? Anybody could come in, go in your truck, and drive away with it because the keys are there, right? So in your advice position, that's what the Chariot is saying. Regardless of the positive and the negative, you need to stay focused. You cannot derail. You cannot get out of your truck. You need to keep driving. As you're driving on the highway, you might see some good shit. You might see some bad shit. It doesn't matter what you see because it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's all just shit. I'm just kidding. My point is you need to focus. You need to stay driven. You have a goal. You have an agenda. Whether it is how you want to show up in a relationship and you want them to show up in the relationship, or your job or your career. You're on the right road. You're on the right path. Don't get out of your truck. Stay inside your truck. Keep driving. And as you drive, when you see the good shit and the bad shit outside your window, okay, if you see some good shit, pull over, let it in, and keep going. You feel me? All right, we're going to get more advice. I'm going to repeat what I just said. And the reason I'm going to repeat it is because I see the Virgo card at the bottom of the deck. You have been here before. You have driven down this road. You have used this car before. You have been in this cycle. Because the Virgo, the Hermit card is telling me, unless you're dealing with a Virgo, again, we're in the advice position. It's telling me, use your wisdom. You can do this thing we call life with your eyes blindfolded, with your eyes closed. You got this, Taurus, because you've been here before. You've done this before, and you've learned from it before. Now use that wisdom to guide you in your truck. Okay? Now let's go to the outcome of the week. What is the outcome of the week, please? More major arcana. That's insane. The last of your cards are all major arcanas. This is like Aries. We started off with free will and we ended up with the majors coming and getting involved and course correcting you on your life path. Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus energies. Now, for outcome. The Hangman and the Fool. You're stuck, but you also want to take a leap of faith and a risk. You're trying to see something from a different perspective, and you will because it's an outcome card. You're going to see something from a different perspective. You're going to see that you're stuck. And as you see that you're stuck, you're basically outside your truck on the side of the highway with the keys in the ignition. You're realizing now that, you know, who's going to go in the truck with me? Like, or is somebody going to just take my truck and drive my life for me? You're trying to see shit from a different perspective, and you are. And I think you're going to take a risk of some kind, a leap of faith. Sometimes when it comes to relationships and I see the Fool card, it usually denotes that you leave the relationship behind without having something else or someone else lined up. You don't care. I mean, you care, but you're willing to take the risk that you'll find someone or something else. So you're trying to see that in your mind and you're looking at it from that point of view, not having a relationship lined up, because you also have to make a judgment call here, because judgment is at the bottom of the deck. Fascinating. This is so fascinating to me. All right, let's see what, because it's like I'm watching your free will in motion, but at the same time I'm watching the universe kind of like coach you along too. Flow with them. You must be feeling their energy. Shit, look at this. Death. And I'm going to leave that there for this position and we'll get back to it. And see if that is really meant to be there. What is the Two of Swords? Actually, let me take it back in case it does want to come back out. Something is ending. And something else in your life is transitioning. This I feel for sure. What is Two of Swords, please? When you make this decision, make sure it's fair, balanced, and honest. And it will be, because karma's getting involved. Okay? Look, if you tell somebody, I'm in this relationship with you, but I'm not sure what I want. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how I feel. I may or may not commit to this at the end of the day. If you tell them and you're honest with them, you know what? You did the right thing. So that is being just. That is being fair. And at the end of the day, if you decide that you're not compatible, that you don't resonate, that you don't want this with them, yeah, you might feel bad, but they know you're being honest. They also know you told them this, that there might have been a possibility that it might end, but they still continued with you anyway, Taurus. So that's why justice is here. If you do the fair, right thing, and by telling them so, there's nothing wrong with you backing out of something. All right? Because I do see justice in the upright position, so something is going to happen that's fair and balanced for all parties involved while you're sitting there trying to decide. But don't leave your truck unattended for too long. 3 of Cups, please. 6 of Cups. Yeah, somebody from your past wants to reconciliate. And death fell there before. So I'm going to say, I don't know about all that. Yeah, you're resisting it. There's like sleepless nights. You're definitely resisting it. These 2 cards are resistance. Someone from your past was trying to reconcile with you. Your cards are like flat out reading to me direct. Nothing is even metaphorical here. What is the Hierophant? Clarify the Hierophant, please. Marriage, commitment, or whatever. Someone who wants this or whatnot. It's... So there's death at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You have the 4 of Swords in reverse along with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the marriage card or the commitment card, or committing to whatever it is that there's a commitment, with death at the bottom of the deck. And under that, yeah, 9 of Wands. Oh, yep. All right, definitely. All right. There is somebody in your life, I feel like, Taurus, that can make you happy or does make you happy, and they want the same with you too. I don't know who that is as of yet, because you have multiple people in your sphere. But here's the interesting thing for me is here, whoever wants this marriage or commitment or whatever's going on right here, you are not into it because you have not healed. You're also not in this place where you want to juggle anymore. Where you're juggling 2 things. There's no stability right now. So something does end and transitions. And the reason this is happening is because of this. Somebody here is emotionally wounded and guarded, right? And then there's the unrequited love. That's why you're not, feeling this commitment, because you have not healed. You have not been able to balance something out. or care to even do so. What is the Chariot? Chariot for Taurus, please. Ten of Swords in reverse. And the Magician. Oh, and then the Devil. Remember I was telling you earlier about repeating cycles? That's what the Devil is. The Devil tells us things like, you're not good enough, you're not going to get any better, you're never going to be in this place again, or you deserve this bunch of shit we, say to ourselves as a coping mechanism, but it's not actually true or real or, reality. But the Magician is, you are in this place right now where you are a magician, Taurus. You could do anything you want because over the last few years and all your karmic cycles, you've been learning. You've been teaching yourself. You've been here and you've been there. You know what stability now looks like. And now you're getting into this place where you can mix your passion for life or in general together in a relationship with somebody and have it all. You don't need like the perfect person on paper that you can introduce to mom, dad, friends, boss, who, cat, dog, I don't know, whatever. You could be you and still have your life and, and your career and your job and be normal and feel normal about it. You don't need to compartmentalize everything. You have everything in your arsenal belt to manifest what it is that you want. Because right now we're alluding to your advice position because under that card is the Devil. And the Devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us. We even let negative people into our lives. We let negative circumstances fester. We allow, knowing that we're in toxic environments and we're still staying there. Your truck, get the fuck back in. Remain focused. Go down. Something that has ended in the past or whatever, you haven't let go. It's time to let it go. It needs to eat, your carbon dioxides from your muffler as you're driving away. All right, as you manifest your future. And this is also a Taurus energy. All right, now tell me more about the Hangman and the Fool. Please clarify. Ooh, the Empress, another card that's you and I love. The Empress knows her shit. And she don't give a fuck. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows what she can and cannot do. She knows what she can bring into this world. I literally legit think of, what's her name? The Empress of Austria, who was married to the Emperor Joseph. Sisi. The Empress Sisi. That's what this card reminds me of. This chick, she was an empress. So this is you, whether you're male or female. Knows thyself. Here's the funny story about the Empress and the Emperor of Austria. The Emperor Joseph, he was supposed to marry Sisi's sister. And it was preordained or pre-planned and and they raised that sister to become an empress and, to court him and whatever. Sisi, the younger sister, she didn't give a fuck. She knew her worth. She knew her value. She was like of royalty, but, nobody was looking at her. But she didn't care. She would go out barefoot and riding horses and doing her thing. One day, Joseph sees her, says, holy shit, this person knows their worth. They know their value. They know what they're about and they know what they can manifest. Ends up marrying the sister, Sisi, and not the older sister. Because she was just going along with the rhythm of like what they were telling her to do. The other one, the one that knows her worth and the value, did not. She was dancing to the beat of her own drum and was attracting like crazy. She ends up marrying this guy. He tells her how to be an empress. They tell her what to do as an empress. Defied it. Absolutely defied everything they told her. She did her own thing. In fact, her way was working better than him. Every time there was a peace talk, she knew exactly what to say and what to do. And they would always turn around and be like, Where's Cece? We need to ask Cece. That's this. That's the Empress. And these are all major arcanas. The reason I'm giving you this little speech, Taurus, is because you're understanding your worth and your value. You are Cece. Now you're getting in this car. You need to stay focused. You're on this right path. You are creating a life legacy. You're creating a career that's meant on what you want to do, who you want to be. And you're getting into relationships that make you fundamentally happy. This is important to you because you're transitioning as a human being this year. By next year, you won't even recognize yourself or your life. And this is part of the path. And I love it because you're finally taking a leap of faith and a risk without having anything lined up because you know your worth and your value, and you're finally seeing it in that direction. You're like, what the hell? This is unrequited. What the fuck am I doing? And then once you get past the unrequited, bam, 10 of Cups. You're in the right happy place. This is so good. I cannot motivate you guys enough. Actually, looking at your cards, you're motivating me. All right, Taurus, what's going on here for my love? The ones here for love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking. Listen, I want you, for those of you who are not my members, because you're not going to see this, because we're going to, dive deep into this card in the extended reading. We go into love in the extended reading about you and the other person. It's mostly about the other person, actually, in the extended readings. But anyway, back to you. Stay optimistic about your love life. That card is here because of part of the speech I just gave you. You're entangled right now, and it's a little bit messy. But if you remain positive, and it's kind of like even if you meditate, you could kind of see the answers. You could kind of see shit clearly, right? And by you staying positive and focused, you will eventually see the right path. It's gonna be crazy, but for you, it's gonna be like a light goes on the road, and it's gonna be like, oh shit, like Alice in Wonderland. You're gonna be like, that's the road I gotta go down. That's the person. It's kind of like that. So if you stay positive and optimistic, and you're like meditating, you're gonna see clearly for yourself the right path here. All right, and we're gonna finalize this reading with the little unicorns because we need to laugh a little bit because it can't be so serious. I mean, a little serious, but not that serious. For Taurus, please. Little unicorns, what say you? All right, give me a sec. I got to put on the binoculars. All right. Oh my God, Aries got this. Take a fucking trip. That's wild. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Take a trip. I love this. Maybe you need to take a trip with Aries. Just kidding. But yeah, if you have an Aries friend, yes, I recommend you do that because they're hella fun. All right, guys, this is what I got for you. Please leave me your comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.